Hello, teachers. How are you? Good afternoon, good evening, depending where you are in the world. My name is Sol. Thank you so much for being here with me. I would love to know more about you. Tell me, please, where are you from? What do you teach? I want to get to know you better. So please comment here in the chat. Where are you from? Where are you in the world? What subject do you teach? What years do you teach? I would love to get to know you better. Thank you so much for being here. I know that probably you already had all of your you did all of your classes today, you were all day teaching, or maybe you're in your vacations now enjoying your time off and you are here in this free time wanting to learn more about AI, about innovations in pedagogy. So thank you so much for being here with your free time. I know that or like being a teacher, there's a lot of time that goes outside the classroom. So thank you so much for being here, wanting to learn, to be more innovative, to having more engaging classes for lessons for your students. So thank you so much for being here, and it's great to read some of you. I see we have Nombi from South Africa, and she teaches English and life sciences. Hi, thank you. Love the energy on the little sparkle. Please all introduce yourself here. Tell me, please, where are you from? What subject do you teach? And thank you so much, you all, for being here with me. As always, this is one of the trainings we're doing, and we're doing that every week. So please, if you are liking it, give a thumbs up. If you are on Facebook, you can also share it on your profile, call your other teacher friends so we can all start learning together. So let's get started. Today, we're going to be talking about planning. So I know many of you are going to start your semester soon, or maybe you're already starting. Please let me know. Are you on vacations? Are you already starting the semester? But we are going here to be talking a little bit about how we can do our planning faster with AI. And we're going to use this app that is called Teachy. It's free. It's an AI platform that is designed for teachers. And here I'm putting in the chat, in case you don't have a profile yet, you don't have an account, you can create an account completely free. So please let me know here if you are already exploring Teachy, if it's your first time. If you don't have an account yet, well, this is an AI platform designed for teachers where you can create all of your materials, plan your lessons, create tests. Also, you can grade everything using AI. So let's get started. Oh, I see we have Asma from Pakistan. He teaches English and social studies too. Well, I see. Oh, we have two teachers from English and life sciences. So you can also you can also share experiences. We have Dua from Egypt. Thank you so much. It's great to have you all here. So we're gonna get started. As I was sharing with you, we're going to use this app that is called Teachy, Teachy.ai. And it's free. You can use it. It's designed for teachers. Let me here. I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to talk about how you can do planning faster. I know, we like teachers know that you have your time teaching, that you are in the classroom, but there's like maybe twice as much time that you spend in the classroom that you have to spend outside classroom, and a lot of it goes into planning. A lot of it goes into planning. Tell me here, like if planning is not one of the things that take the most time out of your week outside being in the classroom. So how can we do it faster so we can have more time to build a relationship with our students, to spend time with our loved ones? So we're going to talk today about how we can do planning. First, I'm going to start building my plan for the semester, okay? Here I'm going to do a long-term planning, okay? And here I'm in the homepage of Teachy. As I was telling you, I'm using the free version, and I'm going to click here. You'll see this banner that says plan your next semester in 5 minutes, and you're going to click here on start planning, and we have a small window here that we can save 100 hours of planning. As I was telling you, we spend a lot of time planning in 5 minutes. You will get a smart calendar, ready lessons, and an exportable file that you can share with your school. So let's get started. So here first, we're going to choose what's the date that we're planning. So here it will depend on how you are used to planning. Do you plan a month, 2 months? You plan the whole semester, the whole year. So here you can decide what are the dates that fit you the best. So let's going to start like on next Monday, the 21st. And I'm just going to put it for like, let's do until like October, okay? Here you can choose. And then you can say when are you going to teach, like which days are going to teach. Do you teach from Monday to Friday? Do you just teach twice a week? Here you can choose the dates, the days of the week. So I'm choosing Tuesday and Thursday. And here I can choose my subject. So here we can select different. So for example, I could choose English, we could choose chemistry, we could choose physical education, whatever. I'm going to go with natural sciences, but here you can choose like your subject. And I can choose the grade here of my student. We have from first grade to 12th grade. And I'm going to choose the 5th grade. And here, if you want, you can also add a classroom of students. So if you want, you can add all of your students here on Teachy, and you can send them exams, materials, you can grade and have all of your students also in the platform, but that's optional. We can have that in another training. And here will ask me, what's the topic of my next lesson? Okay, so you don't have to say what are the topics of all of your lessons, because we wouldn't need to plan. Like we wouldn't be using it if we had the planning, but just the next topic of your lesson. Like where did you stop before this lesson? So what are you going to teach next? And then teacher is going to build everything from that. So I'm going to say, okay, my next topic is the water cycle. I'm going to put water cycle. And then you can put here in the context, you can share a little bit more like, hey, I'm going to teach, I don't know, the water cycle. And then I also need to choose to teach at some point the parts of the body and, something like that in the reproductive system and the and different parts. Or you can just like put the name, like the topic of your next lesson, and that's it. Or you can put something more broader, like I need to teach from here to here. And then Teachy will fill everything in between. I'm just going to put the topic of my next lesson, but if you need something more specific in your planning, you can use the context field to provide more details to the platform. And we just hit create. Here I hit this button, create, that is, it has a 200. And now we just wait till it's ready. In the meantime, let me check here. If at any points you have questions, you have doubts, please put it in the chat, and I will be glad to answer you. If there's anything else you want to do in the platform, please put it here, and I'll be answering. We have Asma. He has an account, and he created slides. Oh yeah, creating slides, that will saves up a ton of time. We can also research it later. Oh, that's so cool. Asma is saying that he is a research scholar and teaches part of his research topic. Oh, that's wonderful. Well, I'm really curious to read your research. I'm really curious. I want to know more. And yeah, the live will be available afterwards. In this same link, we will have the live available. So no worries. You can access it later. And actually, I also did another live session last week, where we talk about dynamics, like teaching dynamics that you can do in your first day of classes. So if you want, you can also go here in the YouTube channel or in our Facebook profile, and you will see all the live sessions we had before, okay? Oh, here we have it. Sorry, I spent time, I started talking. We also have now the planning. Okay, the planning is done. Okay, guys. So here we have the whole planning, as you see, until October. That is the date that I had asked for twice a week. And we have, you see, I only put water cycle, and we have, okay, first class is introduction to the water cycle. Then we go to evaporation, condensation. Okay, we go to the water cycle. And then we already start going into another topic that is link. You know how we have this link of, okay, we did water cycle, then we did the human impact of water cycle, and we already started a new topic that is introduction to nature conservation. And we talk about the environment, we talk about biodiversity, we talk about community action. So there's a lot. And we keep talking. We also have water usage in daily life, in the industry. We have also recycling. Let's see. And we have all of these topics until we finish our planning. And here in the right, we also have a little description of what this lesson is going to look like. So each of them has one. And here I have my whole planning. If you want, you can also edit this. Like you could grab this one and say, no, I'm going to first talk about precipitation and then about condensation and cloud. So you just change it and done is updated. So you can also make changes here. And as I was telling you, you can either just say like, this is the topic that I'm going to teach next, or you can also tell like, I'm going to teach from, I need to teach from French Revolution to Industrial Revolution. I don't know. And I need to choose everything that is in between in this next semester. And then Teachy will organize all of your lessons. So see, it was really fast. And you just click here on save on the top right bottom. And this is going to be saved all in our Teachy calendar. And also we're going to have a printable planning that you can also I'm going to share with you. But it says, okay, welcome to the future of learning. I'll keep your lessons organized in this calendar. Amazing, exciting. So here we have our calendar. You see here I have my first lesson of Introduction to the Water Cycle. We have Evaporation Explained, and so on. We also have it here, precipitation, rain, snow, and more, condensation in clouds. So here we have all of our lessons that we are planning. And if you want, you can plan multiple disciplines and you will have it all together here in your calendar. So you can organize everything from your planning to your lessons, your materials, and everything. And I want to show you too, here I'm opening the exportable document that you're going to get. So if you need to print this, no worries. Teacher is going to give you also a Word document that you can edit later. You can print it. You can send it to your school, like whatever you need. And let me show you here. Let me just present my screen here real quick. But yeah. And wait, I'm not able to open, but it is a problem of my computer that I'm not able to share my screen and open everything at the same time. But no worries. Here you can see I'm going to open the document now. I'm going to share something else with you first. Okay, so you did your planning, amazing. You liked it. You have it here in your calendar. Please let me know what are your thoughts. If you tried it, give it a try. If you want to start planning again, like you want to do another planning, check here in your calendar. I'm here on my lessons. Here, my lessons. Here I have my calendar. And on the top right corner, you have plan. So if you want to keep doing other plans, just hit there. And okay, I have my first lesson that is Introduction to the Water Cycle, but I have no materials. So I want my second part of planning. So now I know what I'm going to teach each lesson of the next 3 months. Then you can hit here and here on create lesson. So you just hit here on create lesson. And now we're going to be able to create our materials. So like what we're going to do inside this lesson. Okay. So we already have, teacher already filled out, okay, Introduction to the Water Cycle, and it already says like what I need for this lesson. If you want here, you can add more context about your, if not, just hit here on generate. And now we're going to start. Okay, we did this planning of these 3 months, and now we're going to plan just one lesson. And let's just wait for a moment till it loads. Here we are going to be able, as I did for this one, for this lesson, you can also do it for all the lessons of your planning, you know. So after you do these like three months planning, then you can also start planning each of the lessons that you have inside the planning, okay? Let's just Perfect. Okay, so I have my learning objectives here. Oops. I have my learning objectives that students will accurately describe the four main stages of the water cycle. Then we have that students will identify and differentiate between the three states of the water, and they will clearly explain the importance of the water cycle for sustaining life and maintaining the environment of South Africa. Here it says South Africa. This is really important because I have set my account from South Africa. So everything is connected to the curriculum of South Africa. But if you change it to your own country, like probably when you signed up for Teachy, it will ask you where you're from, like where do you teach? So we can link it to the curriculum of your country. So this is why it says the environment in South Africa. If you are like from Pakistan, if you're from India, then it will like change. It will be adapted to your country. And okay, we have the pre-lesson, and it says that we can begin by having the students watching this video. And here I already have the video about introducing the water cycle. So I can send it my students before or like at the start of the lesson to kick off. And then we have here all the parts, all the planning of the lesson. So we start recapping the video. And then we have here a suggestion of how we can use different tools inside Teachy. Teachy has more than 60 tools that you can use. So here we already suggested that we can use the contextual examples tools to generate real-life examples of the water cycle relevant to South Africa. Again, you can adapt this to your own country. And for instance, discussing the Berg River contributes to the water cycle. And here we have different examples, like local examples, but here you can adapt it. It also suggests that we can use some slides, that we can always connect it to the local country like South Africa. And this is really important, you know, that we can bring how the students, what the students experience in their everyday life is connected to the topics that we teach inside the classroom. This is going to help them learn way better because they're going to be able to connect what they learn in the classroom with what they see in their everyday life, and they will understand why it's important that they are learning this in the classroom. And it also suggests that we can do a little crossword or that we can do a word search with the students. And at the end, we have our review moment, and we have also some homework ideas that we can bring to the students. And then we can start creating even new materials. So for example, I could create some slides, you know, so, okay, I have my lesson plan, I have some materials, some suggestions of what I can do, but let's start creating the materials. So you just, let me show you slower. So you are here, you know, in your lesson, and here your teacher will already suggest you what kind of tools you can use. So for example, I can use the slides presentation. Here you can just put, you know, that here the teacher from Pakistan was sharing that he used the slides. Well, here we have it. We're going to try the slides too. You choose the grade. That mine was 5th grade. You put the topic, the context. Oh, and here's the tip that I love, is that if you're not sure what to put in the context, or you're like, oh, I'm not great at doing prompts, well, no worries. You can just click here on AI ideas, and teacher will suggest you what you can put here in the context. So this is like another option. And it says, okay, 5th grade class, science class, students have a basic understanding of weather patterns, but no prior knowledge to the water cycle. Great. And here I have a bit more of context. And you just click on generate, and now we're going to build our beautiful set of slides for our lesson on water cycle. So first we did this 3 months planning for sciences, and now we're planning our first lesson that is about the water cycle. We already have our lesson plan. We just click on generate lesson. We have our lesson plan. We have some materials, and now we're building even more materials to complement our lesson and make it like even more our own style, you know. And this is something that is really important when we're working with AI. It's like the teacher is the person that knows the students the best, that knows the classroom. So you always have your criteria on what will make sense the most for your students. So always keep a critical eye Even, AI will help us a lot, will make it faster, but you will see, what makes the most sense for you. And let me let me check here or chat. I want to check this. Oh, here, Nombi said, yes, this is amazing. I recently created a mock exam on meiosis and was shocked to see the questions apply to South Africa context. I was so grateful because so many of the apps apply everything to the USA. Thank you so much. We have a pedagogical team. I'm actually going to send this comment to our team because they work really hard on creating a platform that can be adapted to hopefully every country in the world. I know how it's frustrating sometimes when we see things that are not connected to our reality. So this is beautiful. This is beautiful to see that people notice. Our team is going to be really happy. I'm going to share with them. Thank you so much, Nombi. Thank you so much for your comment. I'm going to teach here. I'm just taking a look. Okay, we have our slides now. Slides are ready. And we have here, I thought it was ready, but it's still loading. But you will see here that we have the different parts of the water cycle, the images, and the different parts. And the great thing is that then you can edit this, you can download it, and you can start building all the materials for your lesson, everything in one place. So you saw we did the planning, then we created the lesson, and now we are building each of the materials, everything in one place. So it's pretty convenient, instead of having like 1,000 of tabs open, one where we do the planning, where we have the lessons, one where we have the slides. Well, here you can have everything in one place, which is quite convenient and adapted to your local curriculum, to your country's reality. And please, if you have any comments in the chat, if you already tried Teachy and you like it, please share your experience. Or if you have any doubts, like, I would love to know how to do this on Teachy, put it in the chat, and I'll try to cover as much as possible. And we'll have future trainings, so no worries. If we still need, if you need to come in another time, we'll have a lot to learn. There's a lot to do in this platform. As I was sharing with you, it has more than 60 tools, so we have a lot to cover together. So no worries. And we also have a WhatsApp community. We have a WhatsApp community with teachers. I'm going to share you the link later with you in case you want to join. Okay, amazing. So we now have our slides. We have, we have the agenda, and here we have the different parts of the activities of the water cycle. Why study water? The water cycle stages. Everything that we need to teach here. And let's see, at the end we also have an experiment. So besides everything here that is like, okay, how the water cycle works and etc., we even have an activity here already on the slides that says place a small dish of 100 milliliters of water in the sun and mark its level. After a few hours, measure how much water is left to see evaporation in action. And here we can give the students a really simple experiment where they can see how the water cycle works, how evaporation works in this case. And we also have some prompt questions for the students. So it says that we can discuss with them after we do the presentation, and we can ask them, how does the sun heat puddles and lakes? What makes water vapor become clouds? Why does the water cycle matter for us? So we can ask these prompt questions to the classroom after we do the presentation. And there's also another activity for the students that it says, observe at home. Next time it rains, look for puddles that gradually disappear and notice clouds shifting above you. Record when puddles dry and how clouds change shapes. These simple notes shows you how evaporation and condensation works. So we can also, like, always bring our students to connect what we are teaching, what they are learning with their everyday work, with their everyday life. And we have the resources at the end and a little conclusion. Okay. And here you can edit here inside Teachy. We can change, we can add images here at the bottom. You see, we can add text, we can add images, we can add videos, we can add shapes. So you can also make it your own. If there's no, I have this video that I want to bring to my lesson, well, you can put it here, no problems. You can also change here the themes for your presentation, like you want it green or whatever. Here you can do some changes, and you can change the text, change the background also if you want to add another background. And if you want, you can download it. Here, hit download. You can share with other teachers, and you can also send it to your students. And you can present. I'm just going to add it to my lesson. And now we have it here in our lesson. Okay, I have it here. You can also change it, and if you want it on the pre-lesson, or if you want to have it during lesson, you can also change it. And we can create other materials, like, I don't know, we could create a quiz. We could create a crossword for our students. I love doing crosswords. We already did some in the last training. Here it's just like really simple. You choose like put the topic, and you click here on this like arrow, and we will have all the words and the hints of the crossword. And this is also a fun way in which our students can recap what they learned during the lesson. If you finish early, you can also have this as an extra resource. But it's a great tool where students can feel that they are playing, they can have fun, and at the same time they can recap and they can see how much they learn. So here we have it, our crossword, and we have all the hints related to the water cycle. And we can also, here you can show the answer, or you can also hide the answer. Just click here on the blue. I can delete it, I can hide it. And then you can print it, you can give it out to your students. And it's, as I was saying, it's a fun way, and it's really fast to create a crossword, and the students will probably love it. You can also make it your own thing. You can, I don't know, make a competition who finishes first. You can also put them in groups so they can work together. So this is up to you. And here I have my water cycle crossword. So there's a lot we could build here. There's a lot. You could also bring your own materials if you have a book chapter, if you have a mind map, whatever, another resource, you can just upload it here and have everything organized in one place. You can click here on ready to use materials, and you will also find other materials that you can use. So for example, we have, let's see, we have a project. So it says water cycle, mapping or word. And I could check it out. I could see, this project makes sense for my lesson. Could it complement my lesson? And if it does, you just like click on add to lesson, and done. And now we can have also a project. Let's see, it's a technical project. We have the goals, the keywords, and it says mapping or word. In this activity, your group will embark on an adventure to create a detailed water map of the world. You will research and present the different forms of water, liquid, solid, and gas, and how they are represented in various landscapes, from oceans and rivers to glaciers and clouds. And blah, 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 blah. And here they need to represent, and we divide our students in groups. They need to brainstorm on how to represent the various forms of water around the world, and they can assign each member a specific form of water that they can research. And here we have what they need to deliver. We have another project here that is called Water Guardians, the Aquatic Debate. And here students, they have the mission to dive into the complexities of water use, and they need to acquire a role representing different perspectives of water-related topics. This is a debate. So one of them will they will work with agriculture. One of them will be representing urban development. One of them will represent environmental protection. One of them will represent indigenous water rights. And they need to engage in a debate representing these different points of views on how we can defend water, what we should do about water, why water is important for these different stakeholders. And oh, there's another project. Okay. And we have this one that is creative. I'll create a creative documentary. So they become filmmakers and they need to represent, explore the significance of water in the ecosystem and how it impacts the communities and represent it. So they can conduct interviews with the families, with friends, with local experts, and gather footage and then create a small documentary. So if you're like, oh yeah, I would love to do all of these activities, or I would love to do one, you can just add it to your lesson and check this was already part of Teachy's library that has so many, you see, has so many materials. So here you can add a book chapter. We could add, oh, this lesson plan. We have a summary. We have, what else? We have more videos, you know? So here you can explore and add the materials, or you can create more with AI, as I was telling you. We have a lot. I was saying here, one of the teachers from South Africa was asking about caps, right? Let me check if one, I believe Nomi was sharing. Yeah. If you want, yeah, if you, we have here the caps example. If you want to create a caps lesson plan, if you are, you're from South Africa, you have it here. It says caps lesson plan, and you will have it tailored to your curriculum. So you can look for the concepts, skills, and content from caps, and here you can build your lesson plan. So just like I was reading the comment, just wanted to let you know. Okay, I'm just checking here. What were your questions? Is there a feature we can upload a PDF? Yes. Yeah, we have it. So there's an, if you already have a PDF or even a video that you want to create questions from it, you can also use Teachy for it. So here, if you see here at the left, you also have some filters that will help you navigate all the tools. So we're going to hit here on assessments, and here we have different assessments that you can build. So you can build a quiz, an exam, you can have an essay, you can do questions about a video, and here are the two that you can use. You can do questions about a text. So if you can copy paste it, you can put it here. And if you have it on PDF form, just click here on questions about a PDF. And here you can upload any file that you have, and then you can, search the skills if you want, put the grade, you can choose the number of questions, and if you want an open-ended, if you want a multiple choice or both, and if you want, you can also say what's the focus of the question. And then you just hit on generate, and yes, you can also create questions from a PDF, from another document that you have beforehand. You can also do that. And if you don't have it, you just go on quiz, and you can create a new quiz. Let's create a quiz together. We could do water cycle. Let's go. We have natural sciences, and here I can choose how many questions I want, if I want it open-ended or multiple choice. And you just click on create quiz. This is like all really similar. You know, you fill out the fields, and then you just click on create, click on generate, and it's done. So let's create a quiz together. No, please. You're welcome. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being here with me in this training. Oh, Asma, this teacher will ask you when you signed up which country you are from. But if you want to change it at any point for any reason, you can click here on the top right corner where you have your profile, and here you can click on settings. So if you go on setting, you can change your country. If you are not sure, we can have it. And here we have our questions, and we says we have Tando is watching the weather report on TV. The weather lady says there's a cold front moving in. Explain in simple terms what a cold front is and what kind of weather changes. What kind of weather changes Tando can expect. And we also have a rubric of what's the right answer. You can also add the criteria if you want. But here we have all of our questions. We also have multiple choice questions. And if you want, you can also send it to your students so they can just fill it out online, or you can print it, whatever you want. But in any case, hit here on send to students. And here you can choose your students, your classroom. And here you can select the submission type. So you can either send it to them online, so via Teachy, they will have to create a free account, or print it. And you also have you can also have it printed in no time. And if you want to see how your student will see it, you have these like view as a student. But I'm just going to add it to my lesson. So I'm planning here with you all my lesson on the water cycle. And as you saw, we did our whole 3 months of training, and we are now building this lesson on the water cycle. We have the plan, we have our quiz, we have videos, we have a presentation, we have a project, we have a crossword. Look at all the things we have, and we can keep building stuff if you want. So this is how you can create lessons too. So we did the 3 months planning, and we also did this lesson planning. And now I would love to show you one more tool. And I would love to check here so we can continue. I was saying, I saw a comment earlier from a teacher that was asking how, here, Lisa. Lisa was saying, how do I reach out for help? Amazing. So if you need any specific help, if you have any questions about Teachy, you see here at the bottom of the screen, at the bottom right, you have this question mark here. You have this question mark. Here you can you will get support from the team. So you just hit here, and sorry, I have it in Spanish. I have it in Spanish because my computer is all set in Spanish. But you will see it in English or in your native language. No worries. But here you will have the option of chatting on WhatsApp. But just click here. The question mark is the same in every country, so that's not a problem. Just hit here on the question mark, and then you will be able to get see some questions here, some frequently asked questions. So you'll see some frequently asked questions, and you can reach out to the team if you want, if you need any specific support. So no worries, Lisa, or if anyone needs help, just hit then on the question mark and you will get support. No problem, Lisa. A pleasure. Okay, so I want to share with you another planning tool. So as I was sharing with you, first we hit here on start planning, and we did 3 months of planning. Then we created a lesson, from the planning. If you want to create a lesson by itself, like the one we just did, you can click here on suggested lesson and hit on new. It will be the same thing. You can you can put here any topic, like I did the water cycle. You can do French Revolution. You can do whatever you want. And then we're going to do another planning that might be helpful for you here. That is called learning sequence. So let's go with the learning sequence. So I hit here. Let me show you once more. Here I have all the AI tools that Teachy has, and I'm going to hit here on all tools. And here you will see all the tools. We were seeing some of them earlier. And I'm going to look for a learning sequence. Okay. We're going to have the learning sequence. Let me have some water in the meantime. Kernel planning. Here it is. Oh, here, learning objectives, learning instructional sequence. I was looking for learning sequence and it was instructional sequence. That's what I was not finding it. But if you need to filter, like if you are not finding what you want, you can filter here in the right, or you can also click on search here and search for anything that you need. So I'm going to hit on instructional sequence, and here you can do create multiple lesson plans to teach a single topic. So if you need to, let's go with a different topic. All right, let's go with industrial revolution. Okay, here you can choose the grade. I'm going to say it 8th grade. You can put the exact grade that you want. Here you can choose. Oh, sorry, this was not the subject. This was the topic. Yes, now the subject is history, and you can choose the grade, the topic that is industrial revolution, and how many lessons. How many lessons do you have to teach this topic? Maybe I have 4. Let's choose 4. And here I can put some context, telling more about my classroom or how I want to teach this topic. And for example, I have this. I teach 8th grade history class of 25 students in a suburban public school. The students are 13 to 14 years old, and the class includes a mix of learning styles. We are studying the Industrial Revolution. Several students have interest in the sociological impacts of the historical events. And here you could change it to adapt to your classroom. So you could say, oh, my students are really interested in arts, and I love to do like visual activities for them, or we have a huge playground. So I love to do activities that involve the playground, or I don't know, my students don't have access to any technologies inside the classroom. So I need activities that don't rely on a phone or a computer. Or the other way, you can say, no, I have my students are really technological, my school is really technological, and I have access to these and these resources. So here you can give the AI more context about your classroom, and you will get something very more personalized. And here you can choose the methodologies. When you do a lesson, you also have these options. Let me explain them a little bit with you. So you have active learning. That is my personal favorite, where students participate and engage in practical activities and collaborative projects. We also have the lecture-based learning, that is the more like standardized one, where the teacher is usually the one that is presenting the content and the students mostly take notes. We have the practical learning that it tends to apply the content of the classroom to real professions and prepare the student for market challenges. We have social emotional learning that will combine what the students are learning with developing social skills like empathy, like teamwork. And we also have the Teachy's interactive learning, that the idea is that we'll integrate digital resources and interactivity to connect everything, all the content with like social media and everything that has to do with the students' realities. So you can choose the one that makes the most sense for you. My personal favorite is active learning. You can also attach files if you want, if you have a document that you want yours to rebase the lesson with. And then I just hit on generate. And here we can build or learning sequence for 4 lessons. So this is another option if you prefer to do the planning like this. This is another option of how you can do your planning. As the content is created, I always try to get some water. And yeah, this is all available in the free version. No worries, everything here is available in the free version. I'm actually using the free version now. All the tools of Teachy are available in the free version, and I can tell you a bit more of that now. No worries, just like while we wait for this to be loaded. So here we have our learning sequence. Let's go. Amazing. Let's see. So we have our 4 lessons. We have the introduction, technological advancements, social changes and impacts, and the global impact of the Industrial Revolution. And here we have all our lessons. We have the first lesson, the objectives. We have the definition and overview, causes of the Industrial Revolution, key figures and innovations, the materials, and here we have all the parts of the lessons, and it has like a similar structure all around. So we have, let's go with, I don't know, lesson 3, social changes and impacts. We have the objectives of investigating social changes brought about by investigate the social changes brought about by the Industrial Revolution, understand the impact on workers, families, and urbanization, and discuss the emergence of social movement in response to industrialization. This is a 50 minutes class, and we have the 3 topics that the students are going to learn. And we also have all the overview. So we start with an introduction, then we do a development, and we have some activities. So for example, doing our role-playing scenarios where the students are divided into small groups, each represented by different social classes, and they will role-play scenarios discussing working conditions and rights. And we also have create a social movement poster where the students will create a design poster advocating for workers' rights during the Industrial Revolution, and they need to include slogans, image, and information about the movement they are representing. So this is to explore the social changes in the Industrial Revolution. And as I choose an active learning, and so I'm getting all of these activities where the students are the leaders of their own learning. And if you want, you can also edit with AI. So here in the right, we also have this text improvement assistant, and you can ask for different things, like you can ask it to make it accessible, questions to summarize, etc. So you can make it your own. And here you also can edit all of these texts. And you can download, you can add to a lesson like we did. You can send it to your students, you can share, like just like we did now. So this is everything that we are learning. Please stay because I'm going to share with you, as you know, this training has a certificate, it's a free certificate, and I'm just going to explain a few more things, and then I'm going to put in the chat the link to the certificate, so please fill it out. If you are not sure where the chat is located now, because I'm going to share with you the link of the I'm going to share with you the link of the certification, okay, in just a minute. Because I saw some teachers were asking if this is a free version, if I'm using the free version or not. So I'm using Teachy's free version. The free version has access to all of the tools inside Teachy, only that every time you create any material, you plan a lesson, you are going to spend these credits, you know. So for example, if I click here on slide presentation, then here at the end, I have the 100 and like aligning. So that means I'm going to be spending 100 credits. But don't worry, because every day you can gain more credits. So every day Teachy gives you 200 credits for free. You just need to come to the platform every day, and you hit here on the plus 200 that you're going to see here right next to your name, your profile picture. You will see here I have many credits. You just hit here on the 200 plus 200, and it will says, yay, like you have claimed your daily reward, and I can return every day to gain 200 credits. And it says, I'll return tomorrow. And every day you can come back to Teachy and you can claim your 200 credits and use the platform for free. That's an option. Another way where you can gain credits for free is clicking here where it says increase your limit at the left, and you can refer your friends. So if you have colleagues that want to use Teachy, if you're probably an innovative teacher and want to bring like these breakthrough technologies to or your other colleagues, you can refer them to Teachy and you're going to gain credits. So you will gain 600 credits for free every time a new colleague registers for free on Teachy with your link. You just hit here on get link and you will get it. And also when you share lessons, if you share lessons with your colleagues, then you're also going to gain more credits. But if you want, you can also subscribe to a premium plan. You hit here on subscribe to premium. And what's the difference is that you will have access to all the tools we saw and many more, but you will be able to create materials with no limits. So you would have like unlimited credits. You don't need to worry about the credits. So if you want to plan many lessons, you want to grade exams, you want to create exams, you want to create reports for all of your students, then having your lesson, having your premium plan will allow you to have more freedom. And this is another option if you want. Here the price is in US dollars, but you probably see it in your local currency. But as we have people from different parts of the world, it's easier. And you can either have a premium plan for $5 a month if you do the annual plan, that is a 12 months plan, or you also have a monthly plan that is just $7.50 that you can pay every day, and it renews like a Netflix subscription. So it would depend. If you do an annual plan, it already has a 33% off that you can use. So as I was sharing with you, you have the two plans. You have the free plan and you have the premium plan. Both plans have access to the same features. If you're using the free plan, you just need to come back every day, click on redeem your credits, share Teachy with your colleagues, and you can use it for free, or you can get the premium version. Okay, so that's up to you. And as we saw today, we learned how we can do a 3-month planning. Well, I did a 3 months planning, but you can do any you want. You can any period that you want. You can do the whole year. You can do a few weeks. You can do 6 months, whatever you want. So we first learned how to do that, and then we saw how we can create a plan, a full lesson from that planning. So you can do your planning, then you can plan your lesson, or you can also do an instructional sequence if you want to teach the same topic for various classes. Then that's also an option that you can do. And everything was made on Teachy. I was sharing with you was in the free version, and there are so many things you can do in the platform. So please put here in the chat. Well, let me know if you like it, please. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, and let me know what part you like best, what you're going to try, and if there's anything else you would like to learn more for us to learn about it, like to learn together and explore it. I'm just here. I'm going to share with you, but the link to the certificate. But thank you so much, and no, I'm grateful, please, to have you all here. I was wondering what the plus 200 was. Well, no worries, Nombi. You still have time. You still have time to claim your credits. There are many days to go. No worries. If you claim your credits every day for a week, you would get like 104. Yeah. No, 1,400 credits. So that's a lot. That's a lot. Okay. Yeah, no, I know. I'm sure that like learning a new platform can be overwhelming. But yeah, having a teacher that can help your colleagues. I see here that Nombi's asking if we have like a support program or anything. Yeah, like having your fellow teachers support you. There's a lot, but yeah, you can gain 600 credits every time a teacher signs up with your link, and they can use it free. So no worries. Okay, I'm going to share with you the link of the certificate before we leave, and where I'm going to send you the certificate in up to 10 days. Okay, so up to 10 days you will get the certificate, and I'm going to share with you in your Teachy profile. So please, when you're going to sign up to fill out the form, put the same email that you have it when you signed up in the platform. Please use the same email so I can share it with you. I can put it there in the platform, and you're going to find it in your profile. Here I'm sharing with you the link to the certificate. Okay, I'm going to share it here in the chat. Okay, I've sent it. And yeah, and if you want to find it, you click here in the top right corner, and you click here on my profile, and here you will see all of your lesson. You will see also your all of your badges, your achievements, your certificates. And here you will see the certificate that will say AI Master. And you will click and you will find your certificate. I'm going to upload it in up to 10 days. So please fill out with the same email you use on Teachy, please. And I'm going to put it here in your profile, and you can start collecting all of your achievements and all of your certificates here. So please don't forget to fill out the form. I already put in the chat. Oh yeah, I'm so happy to hear this, Nada. That's like exactly your aim, that we can have a place where teachers can do everything they need in except teaching to the students, of course. Like the teaching is with you, but everything that comes outside the classroom, we are here to support you, to make it easier and faster for you. So from created lesson plans, grading, sending the materials to your student, creating games, activity sheets, everything, you can do it inside Teachy. So I hope you all learned something new, and I hope you are ready to start using AI in planning your lesson. It was awesome. It was awesome to be here with you. Thank you so much for the ones who were active in the chat. It's wonderful to be talking with you here in the chat, and as I go through the platform, reading your comments makes me feel really energized. So thank you so much for being present and hearing. And don't forget to fill out the certificate. And next week we're probably going to have another training. So if you like it, stay tuned and share this with your colleagues too, so they are also ready to do their lessons faster with AI. Okay. So hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon, okay? Bye-bye.